Good morning, students. Today I have explained subject Computer Studies, Standard 10, Chapter 10, Introduction to C Language, Part 1. First topic: Need of Programming Language. So, flowchart and algorithm from basic solutions to any problem. This flowchart or algorithm then are converted into a program. Java, COBOL, C, and then etc. are programming language. Programming language consists of set of predefined rules. These rules from syntax of that language. Hence, learning a programming language is only learning new syntax of that particular language. So that is a programming language. So next topic is the history of C. The origin of C has been dated back of 1972 in Bell Laboratory and was developed by Dennis M. Ritchie. C language was derived from BCPL, that means Basic Combined Programming Language. The main aim of developing C has to build a robust system, but later on it became popular and was used by programmers for developing all kinds of software. Hence, it is also known as general purpose programming language. That means GPPL. C language was standardized in 1989 by American National Standard Institute ANSI, and then onwards it came to be known as ANSI. Different operating system and compilers support ANSI. C is a structured language. It allows its program to be broken into small pieces known as functions. These functions, once created, are reusable. C programs is generated using set of such functions, and taking such an approach help a programmer to solve problem arising in the programmer easily. C programs can be ported to different machines having different operating system and compilers with almost negligible modifications. In C, language is considered as a portable language. So that is a history of C language. Next is a need of translator. That means translator or a compiler. So computer only understand binary code 0 and 1, cannot read or understand any programming language directly. The problem of computers not understanding programming language is solved by using software programs called a translator. This translator is known as a compiler. Thus, the program converting programming language into binary code is called a compiler. So, that is a translator and compiler. Next step, Next topic is program and characteristics of a program. A set of precise and clear instructions given to a computer for performing a predefined task is called a program. The process of writing step by step instructions using a chosen language is known as a programming. A good program process following characteristics. First, a program must end after defined number of steps. Second, the instructions of program must be precise, defined. That is, it should not have a multiple meaning. Third, all the instructions must be effective. Fourth, a program may take zero or more inputs. Fifth, a program may produce one or more outputs. So that is a program and characteristics of program. So that is a simple example of a C program. Write a C program to print the message. Welcome to the world of C on C programming using SCIT. So that is a my first C program. Slash and star and slash, that is a comment. Second, header sign includes stereo.h, that means a header file, standard input and output.h header file. And then starting in the int main, that means integer main, and starting curly brackets. Printf, that means only for the message is display. Printf, welcome to the world of C programming using SCIT, and then backslash n, that means a new line, and then return 0 end of the curly brackets. So right side is a output, execute 0, that means a compile successfully, and that second time you have click to tools menu, first time tools menu and then compile, and second time tools menu and then run. So execute 0, that means program output is ready. Welcome to the world of C programming using SCIT. So note, write this program in SCIT and save it with the name first.c. Compile the program using tools, go to tools menu and then compile menu, and options, and then run the program using tools and then go menu and options. So that is a example of C programming. Next program is also a C programming program to calculate circumferences of a circle. So has sign include stereo.h, has sign define pi, that is a capital Pi and 3.14, int main, starting curly brackets, float radius and comma circumferences. So printf, enter the value of radius and scanf, that means run the program and user enter the value, that is a scanf, percentage f, that means a data type is a using a float, so percentage f, and then n% radius, that means a variable, and circumference is equals to 2 into pi into radius. Printf backslash n, circumference of circle with radius percentage f is percentage f backslash n and backslash n, that means radius and circumferences. And last statement is a return 0 end of the curly brackets. So that is the second program. Save your file 10_2.c, and that is a output of second program. So run the second program, enter the value of radius. So users enter the value 2.5 and then enter the circumference of circle of with radius 2.000 is 15.70000. So that is the output of program. Next is a structure of C program. Structure of C program. A structure of C program. The first is optional, second is compulsory, and third is user-defined functions. As seen from the previous example, in C program is a set of blocks called a functions. A functions is made up of one or more statement used for performing a predefined task. A complete C program structure is given in figure 10.4. Let us discuss these sections in detail. So first is a that is a three part of a C structure of C programming. First is optional, that means documentations, symbolic constant definitions, file include sections, and then global variable declarations. So that is a optional sections. Second part is a compulsory, select for all the executable C programs, that is main, starting curly brackets, declarations, executable statement, and out curly brackets. And then third is a user defined function, that is the function 1, function 2, function n. So I have discussed one by one sections. First documentations. So this sections is the comment section. Comments are written with slash star and star slash. Comments are not proceed by C compiler and are left as it is. This sections is generally used to tell about the purpose of program, author, date of creations, and etc. Comments can be added anywhere in C program. This actions is an optional sections, but it is always a good practice to use comments within the functions, as it improve the readability and understanding of the program. So that is the first documentation. Second, symbolic constant definitions. Symbolic constant is always defined with hash sign, uh, defined as a prefix to it. Here hash sign defined is known as a pre-processor directive. It directs the compiler to replace all occurrence of symbolic constant with the value specified against it. Generally, symbolic constant are defined using capital letters. And then example is the statement has undefined pi 3.14 will consider to pi as 3.14 in a program. So that is a symbol constant definitions. Next, third is a file includes sections. C language provides built-in library functions such as a power to calculate the value of x raised to given power, sqrt to find a square root of a given number, etc. To use them, and one need to include a file that hold informations about these functions. The file containing these functions are known as a header file. In C, the extension of header file is .h. That means first sign include studio.h, that means a header file. The syntax for including header file is sign include and then filename.h. Generally, all C programs begin with sign include std.h, This statement instructs the compiler to include the contents of header file called a stereo.h. So third is a file handling sections. Next, fourth is a global variable declaration. That is also a optional sections. That is a first optional sections. First is a documentation. Second is a symbol constant definitions. Third is a file include sections, and fourth is a global variable declaration. C variables are governed by scope. A scope of a C variable is decided by using opening and closing curly brackets. The variable defined within curly brackets are known as a local variable and cannot be used outside this scope. So the variable that can be used in all the functions are known as a global variable. So this variable is defined before defining all the functions. Next is a fifth number, main functions. So the execution of C program start with main. The control of the C program is first transferred to main, and then the rest of the operations are carried out. So that is a main function. Sixth number is a user defined function. So C is a structured language and provides a facility of breaking a single program into set of small parts. These parts are known as functions. All the functions which are written by the programmer are defined in these sections. So that is a user defined functions. Next is a C characters. That means a character set of a C language. The alphabet characters from a basic set in constructing words and sentence in the language. The character in C language are divided into four categories. First, letters, second digit, third white space, and fourth is special characters. So C programs are written using these characters: letters capital A to Z and second small a to Z, digit 0 to 9, and then white space, blank space, form feed, horizontal tab, new line, and then vertical tab. Next is a special characters. So special characters is a ampersand, uh, apostrophe, asterisk, at the rate, backward slash, uh, brackets, curly brackets, left and right, big bracket, left and right, caret, colon, comma, dollar, equal to, exclamations, forward slash, greater than, hash sign, less than, minus, parenthesis left and right, percentage, dot that means a period, plus, question mark, uh, double inverted comma that is a questions mark, that is a double quotation mark. Next is a semicolon, next is a tilde, underscore, and then vertical bar. So that is a C character set. And then next is a C words. The C characters are used to form words in C language, and these words are used to construct a C statement. A word in C is known as a token of C. C identifies six type of tokens. First is a keyword, second is identifier, third is a constant, fourth is a string, and fifth is a operator, and sixth is a special character. So that is a 6 types of a C word. So use of a words in C program. Next is a keyword. So keyword, the predefined words in C language are known as a keyword, and C standards supports 32 predefined words: auto, break, case, character, constant, continue, default, do, double, else, enum, extern, float, for, go to, if, int, long, register, return, sort, sign, size of, static, structure, switch, type definitions, union, unsigned, void, volatile, and while. So that is a keyword, ANSI keyword. Next is a identifier. So identifier, a word of that a user or programmer can construct by making use of C character set is known as a identifier. It consists of set of letters, digit, and some special characters. So example is a cost C, there is a variable name, and main functions name, and pi, that is a symbolic constant, and float, that is a predefined word, etc. Next is a variable, an entity capable of storing different values in known as a variable. Every variable used in a program must be initialized by some initial value, and this value keeps on changing as per the operations performed on the variable. To define a variable name in C, the programmer have to follow certain rules. For these rules are mentioned below. First, variable name cannot be same as a keyword. Second, variable name consists of letter, digit, and underscore. No other special character is allowed. Third, the first character of variable name must be a letter or underscore. Fourth number, the maximum length of variable name as per ANSI standard is 31st character. However, it is dependent on a compiler. And number fifth, the variable names are case sensitive, and NUM, 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 and NUM are considered as different variables. So that is a variables. Next is a constant. So constant, the entity of C that does not change its value throughout the executions of program are known as a constant. Various categories of C constant are as follow. So first is a numeric constant, integer constant, and then a real constant. Second is a character constant. So character constant is a two. First is a single character, and second is a string constant. And then backslash character. Fourth is a symbolic constant, that is a C constant. I have explained one by one. First is a integer constant. So integer constant refers to all number. There are three types of integer constant. First is a decimal, second is a hexadecimal, and third is a octal. The decimal constant use numeric digit from 0 to 9, and one can use as prefix unary plus or a minus with decimal numbers. Example minus 1 to 0 and then plus 1 to 0. The hexadecimal constant use numeric digit from 0 to 9 and letters A to F. A to F refers to numeric values 10 to 15 respectively. The hexadecimal numbers have base 16 to differentiate it from decimal numbers 0x or 0x, that is a small and capital X, is used as a prefix. Example 0xb5 and 0x79. The octal constant use numeric digit from 0 to 7. The octal numbers have base is 8. To differentiate it from decimal numbers, 0 is used to prefix. Example 045, 017, etc. So that is a valid and invalid constant. Next is a real constant. Real constant refer to decimal numbers having factorial part. Example 10.15 minus 65.75. Real constant can also be represented by using scientific form. In this form, a number is represented using a mantissa and constant. So mantissa and exponent. So example is the value 25.75 can be represented as 0.2575 E2 or 0.2575 E2. Here 0.2575 is referred as mantissa. E for E and small e and capital E, that is equivalent, and 2 is referred as exponents. So that is a real constant, and that is a example of a real constant, valid and invalid. Next is a character constant. Character constant contains a character. There are two types of character constant. First is a single character constant and second is a string constant. First, string character constant. A single character constant is represented by using a single character enclosed within single quotes. Example H, V, dollar and sevens. So that is a single character constant. Each character constant is associated with a numeric value known as a ASCII. ASCII, that means American Standard Code for Information Interchange value. Second is a string constant. String constant is represented by using sequence of characters enclosed within double quotes. Example double in comma by v, that means 5 and then etc. So string constant v is not equal to single character constant v. String constant v will be allocated to memory space while character single in a comma will be allowed only one memory space. This is because the string in C are ended by adding backslash 0. A null characters, a string constant, don't have any ASCII value associated with it. Next is a backslash character. C provides a special character constant that use two characters. These constants are known as backslash character or a escape sequence. They are known as backslash character as the first character is always a backslash while they are known as a escape sequence character as the output of this constant is not a character but a white space. The escape sequence are mostly used for formatting purpose. Example, backslash n is used for inserting a new line at the time of input or output. Similar to single character constant, this constant also have an ASCII value associated with them. Following table, so the list of backslash character along with their use and ASCII values. Backslash 0, ASCII value is 0. Backslash a audible alert, that means 7 ASCII value. Backslash b, that means a inserting a backspace, ASCII value 8. Backslash t, that means a horizontal tab, ASCII value 9. Backslash n, inserting a new line, ASCII value 10. Backslash v, that is inserting a vertical tab, ASCII value is 11. Backslash f, inserting a form feed, ASCII value is 12. Backslash r, inserting carrying return, ASCII value is 13. Backslash double quote, inserting a double quote, ASCII value is 34. Backslash single unit comma, inserting a single quote, ASCII value is 39. Backslash question mark, inserting a question mark, and ASCII value is 63. Backslash and backslash, inserting a backslash, that is ASCII value is 92. So that is a backslash characters. Next is a symbolic constant. Certain numeric and character constants can be defined using a symbolic identifier. Such constants are known as a symbolic constant. The symbolic constant is always defined with hash sign defined as a prefix to it. Here, hash sign defined is known as a preprocessor directive. It directs the compiler to replace all occurrence of symbolic constant with the value specified against it. Generally, symbolic constants are defined using a capital letters. That is a syntax hash and defined identifier value. Here, hash and defined is a predefined preprocessor directive. Identifies the symbolic names of the constant uh, that the user wants to define, and value is the constant itself. Example, hash and define pi 3.14. Here hash and define is a pre-processor directive. Pi is a symbolic constant that refers to a real value 3.14. So that is a symbolic constant. So today class is over. So remaining part I will explain in next session. Thank you.